Chapter 6. 4 days later, Mama took Sybil for a walk in the pumpkin field. Papa's gone to Westchester to bring a prisoner to the jail in Fishkill, Mama said. Some jail, Sybil snorted. The Patriots had to turn the Dutch church into a jail. It's perfect for this purpose, Mama said. The prisoner is Enoch. What? Why? What's he done to get put in jail? Sybil, Mama said. She crossed her arms and looked at her feet, then at Sybil, who was the same height. There's something Papa and I need you to know about Enoch. Don't fuss. He's in good enough health, but he's in some trouble. You're not about to tell me Enoch is some kind of villain, a cowboy or something like that, because I'll never believe it. Careful what you say now, said Mama. Careful who might hear. I tell you this only because I know how much you, she paused, care about Enoch Crosby. Sybil crossed her arms, too. I already know he's joined the army. Mama said he planned to join Captain Swartwout, but the regiment marched for White Plains before he got there, so he followed their trail to catch up. In the woods, he came upon other campers, a man named Bunker, who was going to join the British Army. Sybil stared. So this Bunker found out he was a rebel and captured him? No. Enoch let Bunker speak first. You might try that yourself, Sybil. When he realized where Bunker was headed, he pretended he was too. So Bunker thought Enoch was a loyalist? Sybil gave a nervous laugh. They camped together that night. In the morning, they went their separate ways. By then, Enoch had learned where the British were mustering and where they planned to go. Smart, foxy Enoch. Mama went on. And he carried the intelligence to Captain Townsend. Townsend was a patriot who wanted nothing more than to hunt down loyalists and make them pay, in supplies, in ammunition, in their own lives. He turned things upside down for Enoch. Townsend asked him to find out more. He said Enoch was more value as a spy than a soldier. A spy? Enoch? Then what? Sybil's breath was short, though they were walking slowly along the rows of pumpkins. Townsend pretended to let him escape. Enoch ran to Bunker and turned the tables. He gave Bunker news about Townsend. Sybil rubbed her forehead. False news? No, something true. If it was false, they'd see through him too fast. Sybil groaned. I don't understand. Her mother made her see. Enoch had to pretend to be a British spy sneaking around, gathering intelligence about the Patriots. That way the British would trust him, and he'd be able to get intelligence about them for the Patriots. Well, if he's trusted on both sides, then why is he in jail? To show the British that the Patriots think he's their spy, he has to go to trial first and be sentenced to jail by the Patriots. Sybil shook her head. Mama went on. He'll be guilty. He'll go to the jail in the church. Sybil was beginning to understand. So Papa's going to guard him in jail and keep the British from coming to rescue him? And what else do you think, my wise girl? Sybil stood still for a moment, then answered, and let him out in secret? Something like that, said Mama. Under the dark of night, while Papa's militiamen kept watch over the Dutch church jail in Fishkill, a lone figure pushed a makeshift bar away from an upper-story window, climbed down the ivy to the ground, and stole away. 3 mornings later, Sybil found Enoch asleep in the barn, in the spare stall near the 2 oxen, Chess and Checkers. He didn't look anything like a fox, more like a bear, with dark, thick hair and heavy shoulders. You know what happened? He asked, without even saying hello. She nodded. You have to act like you know that I've gone over to the enemy side. Another turncoat. Another traitor. I know better than that, said Sybil fiercely. My parents don't, he told her. They think you're a loyalist spying on the Patriots, she whispered, realizing what a dangerous secret she was being asked to share. I'll serve as I'm needed, he said. Who knows what kind of messages I'll have to carry? Who knows what I could find? It could be the difference between winning and losing the war. Great, she said bitterly. It could be great, Enoch said. And I know it means as much to you as it does to me. You'd do anything, Sybil, wouldn't you, to see this country free? Our country free? What good is it if you have to be some terrible person spying on your own people? His gray eyes filled. I won't be a terrible person as long as you know I'm not, he said. And I'll be here when I can be. So I want you to do 2 things for me, Syb. No, 3 things. First, look for your own chance. That'll help you understand why I'm taking this chance for myself to do what I can for the country it's going to be when this is all over, however many more years that's going to take. Second, the drum your father has on the back porch, lying on its side, it was an old drum saved from the French and Indian War. There's going to be plenty of people coming through here, loyalists carting supplies, militiamen, and strangers. If the coast is clear, stand the drum on its end, straight up, and I'll know it's safe to sleep here. She pictured Enoch's new life, slipping into the woods, passing messages and telling made-up stories, and having people think bad things about him. I will stand the drum up, she said, but what's the 3rd thing? He reached for her hand. Find someone to spark up a match with, he said. She tore her hand away. What are you talking about? He folded his hands in front of his chin, hiding his mouth. You can't think of me that way anymore. Who says I do? Nobody, he said. Only consider it a disguise, a mask. A girl like you, tall, lovely, people will wonder if you don't have someone. That was the thing that made Sybil cry. Since she wouldn't let him see her do that, she rose and strode away from the stable.